So now I could take a piece of emery cloth on each end of this. So I don't touch any of the pipe, but I'm also cleaning it at the same time. You want to watch out that there's no copper shards or splint, or you'll get a copper splinter and it's pretty sharp. So that's nice and clean now. Maybe turn my emery cloth over and give it a couple more. And I'm squeezing the pipe a little bit. So that's that. Now as I hold one side still with the emery cloth, or you could hold it with a pair of channel locks, or I'm going to flux this. You could slide that into my fitting. There it is. And then you can hold the middle of the pipe because you're not going to, there's no soldering that actually happens in the middle of the pipe. So actually I can spin this up. Solder the back and the underside. You want to get it completely coated with the flux. Now that's ready. Maybe I shouldn't have done that until I dry fitted it to see how long my last piece is going to be. But what are you going to do? That's where that is. And no, I was wrong, because I'm going to now clean this and slip it on there. Now, so the last piece, it seems straight, and it does. I'm going to check it because this is the last piece. It seems like that's good. So now I'm going to cut this and clean it and flux it, and we'll be ready to solder. So all the copper is now connected from the 1/2 inch elbow to this piece of pipe, elbow, piece of pipe, then the 3/4 inch nail that goes into the valve. So it's all ready, it's all cleaned, it's all fluxed, and now we're going to solder. So I have my torch ready. I have my solder here, and I'm just going to do one joint at a time. I'm going to heat up the fitting where I want the solder to suck into. So I have my dry rag, so after I solder each joint, I'll wipe it with a dry rag, trying to knock off any bulky solder. And it helps to keep a nice job, clean job. As I heat this up, you'll see well, you maybe can't see it, but the flux will start to drip off, and then you'll see it start to bubble. It'll start sizzling. And that way you know that it's hot enough for the solder to take. So as I touch it with the solder, it didn't do anything. And I know it's not hot enough. as it starts melting like that, it goes all the way around. I touched the valve a little bit.
I know.
That's okay. Then I just want to lightly wipe the joint, try to get any excess solder off. It cooled down too fast. I wasn't able to wipe there was a chunk on the bottom. I think that's okay. And I'm actually just going to move along because I would cool that off. But the pipes are already hot, so I'm just going to keep going. So I'm heating the fitting, and it's going to suck the solder into the heat. And then I'm going to wipe it. If you push too hard, the fitting will move and you'll have to redo it. So you just want to wipe it so it looks clean. You know what you're doing. When you're
I am.
oh, sorry. Shit.
We got what she said, don't worry.
Was that whole thing on tape?
No, not all of that.
Well, anyway, then once you get done, you just want to cool down your pipes if you're still working on them. Now I'm not, but I just did that for effect. So that's the job. Now everything's connected.
Is it all together?
It's all together. Everything's been soldered. Everything was doped correctly. And whenever I call my plumber, he can come here and he's going to put his testing equipment on these. I guess that's a 3/8 inch compression, male compression fitting. Or maybe it's a 1/4 inch, I don't know, but they have the right tools. It'll cost about $100 and they'll test this, send the paperwork to the water company, and that is how you replace or install an RPZ backflow preventer.